How's it going, everyone? It's Rowan here, and welcome to Cosmere Decoded. In this video, I'm going to give you a rundown on the Heralds, the demigod-like figures in the Stormlight archives, discussing everything we know about them so far. I hope to cover numerous aspects of the Cosmere because I just find Brandon Sanderson's universe so fascinating, and of course, I wish to share these insights with you. Just as a forewarning though, this video will contain some spoilers, though I'll mostly keep it as spoiler free as possible. I also recommend that you read the Cosmere books yourself first before watching any lore videos on it. It's worth it. The Heralds are a coalition of 10 immortal beings worshipped as gods on Roshar. Through use of surgebinding and their powerful honorblades, a type of weapon far more powerful than shardblades, they acted as the guardians of Roshar during the Heraldic Epochs, the period of time where they would defend Roshar against cyclical desolations wrought by the voidbringers. The purpose of the Heralds is subject to much vague mysticism and interpretation. On Roshar, the Heralds represent various aspects of the divine prism, the sacred symbol of Oronism, comprising 10 points intersecting at 2 points at the center, and also forming what could be described as a double eye or an hourglass. The heralds hence represent the 10 essences. The names also represent the various numbers used in the universe. In this regard, their natures link up with how they were viewed by Shallan and many other followers of Oronism. But in reality, however, they weren't deities at all, they were human. Hailing from the planet Ashen, the Heralds were once a collection of kings, scholars, generals, and priests. They came to Roshar together with many refugees after their planet's ecosystem was destroyed. But the contributions their people have made in Roshar are without question, bringing culture, philosophy, and technology to the world. However, it is only after the Voidbringers return, the fused, that they create the Oath Pact with honor, the shard of Adonalsium that created the Roshar system, that their true purpose emerged. So let's dial it back a moment. The fused. Before the time of the Heralds, the Voidbringers ravaged the world of Roshar. The Voidbringers were a form of spren of Barshendi, that Odium used a long time ago. When Voidbringers or Voidspren, as they are later known as, possess the bodies of Barshendi, they turn into the fused. As it is understood, this is the process that begins a desolation. Humans were no match for the powers of the Voidbringers, so the Oath Pact was created. If you think about it, the Oath Pact is a response to Odium's influence on Roshar, since Honor had to ensure that his influence on the system was protected from Odium. This provided the impetus for Honor's direct intervention. The Oath Pact was an agreement between the Heralds and Honor to ensure just that the people on Roshar were protected. So the Heralds were born. Drawing power directly from Honor itself, the Heralds could make use of both surgebinding and honorblades, drawing their power not from Stormlight but from the raw investiture provided by Honor. This leads me to the Heraldic Epochs, the Desolations. The Heralds, now invested with the power of Honor, transcended their base humanity and became cognitive shadows. The concept of cognitive shadows within the Cosmere can be difficult to understand for some, so at a later stage I'll make a video unpacking what exactly they are. Suffice it to say, for now, they can be understood as beings that are so heavily soaked in investiture that they become immortal. The Heralds being cognitive shadows means that not only are they extremely powerful in of themselves, but if they died, they would resurrect to fight again. When the desolations occur, when the Voidbringers attack the world, the Heralds respond with fury. At each cycle, they return to the world and fight until the threat is pushed back. If they die in battle, they resurrect on Braze, a planet engulfed by Voidspren, and there they are eventually captured and tortured for centuries or millennia to ensure that the flood of Voidspren are held back. until eventually all of them give in, and then only to be resurrected once again on Roshar and to fight another desolation. Their battles on Roshar eventually led to the creation of another form of power, the Spren, conscious creations of raw investiture, which began to mimic the abilities of the Heralds. In doing so, the Radiants were created. When connected using an Ahel bond, the Spren who used this mimicry were able to bestow humans with powers similar to the Heralds. Where the Heralds had honorblades, the Radiants had shardblades, and along with this bond with the Spren, the Radiants had access to surgebinding, much like that of the Heralds, as well as bore a specific oath to their Spren to which their powers were reliant on. But this is where the similarities end. While the Radiants had managed to attain great power using their Nahal bonds to create shardblades and shardblade, their power was less potent when compared to the Heralds. Furthermore, their abilities to surgebind were intrinsically linked to the type of Spren to which they formed their Nahal bond to, whereas Heralds could use the surges of their kin merely by exchanging their honor blades. The power of the Heralds was not without limit. Kalak, the Herald representing attributes of resolute and building, shakes as he considers the thought of going back to Braze. He wonders when he has become so weak. Jezrin, the honorable leader of the Heralds, representing protection and leadership, abandons his oath, and in accepting Ishar's theory that only one Herald is enough to hold off the void spren on Braze, the rest of the Heralds follow suit. They leave their honor blades on the ground and venture out into the world, mere shadows of the heroes they once were. And that's it for now, guys. I plan to make a part 2 of this video covering the whereabouts of the Heralds during the current events of the series, so if you're interested in that, leave a comment. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a like and a sub. I'm just starting out and I have all sorts of plans to share with you guys. The lore is so rich and provides so much room for discussion, and I just can't wait to dig into it. But for now, have a good day, good afternoon or evening, and be well.